What if I told you that you don't need bigger goals, you need a better system? What if the secret to transforming your life wasn't some dramatic overhaul, but habits so small you'd almost laugh at them? That's the entire premise behind James Clear's Atomic Habits, one of the most influential self-improvement books of the last decade. Today, I'm breaking down the whole book for you, every major idea, every chapter in one place. Let's get into it. Why tiny changes make a big difference. James Clear starts the book with his own story. As a teenager, he was hit in the face with a baseball bat, a freak accident that nearly killed him. His recovery was slow and painful, but it taught him something powerful. Real change doesn't come from huge, dramatic leaps. It comes from small, boring, consistent actions repeated over time. He introduces a simple but game-changing idea. If you get just 1% better every day for a year, you don't end up 365% better, you end up 37 times better, because improvements compound. But here's the catch. Habits often don't show visible results for a long time. Clear calls this the plateau of latent potential. You do the work, you see nothing, and then, suddenly, everything clicks. This is exactly why most people quit right before their breakthrough. They mistake a lack of visible progress for a lack of real progress. Systems beat goals. Here's a mindset shift that changes everything. Stop obsessing over goals and start obsessing over systems. Goals are about the result you want. Systems are about the process that gets you there. Clear points out that winners and losers usually have the exact same goals. Every Olympic athlete wants gold, every entrepreneur wants success. So goals don't separate the winners from everyone else. Systems do. If you build a system that's slightly better than everyone else's, you win, regardless of what your goal even is.
Identity is everything. This might be the single most powerful idea in the entire book. Clear breaks behavior change into 3 layers: outcomes, processes, and identity. Most of us try to change from the outside in. We focus on outcomes, like, I want to lose 20 pounds. But real, lasting change works the opposite way, from the inside out. It starts with identity. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, you say, I am a runner. Instead of, I'm trying to quit smoking, you say, I am not a smoker. Every single habit you build is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Miss a workout? That's 1 vote for lazy person. Read 10 pages? That's 1 vote for reader. Over time, those votes add up into a full-blown identity, and that identity drives your behavior automatically, without needing motivation or willpower. The 4 laws of behavior change. Now, let's get practical. Clear organizes the entire habit-building process into 4 laws, and this is the real engine of the book. Law 1. Make it obvious. You can't change a habit you're not aware of. Clear suggests doing a habit scorecard, literally listing out your daily routine and marking each behavior as good, bad, or neutral. Awareness comes first. Then there's the power of implementation intentions. A simple formula. I will behavior at time in location. Saying, I'll exercise sometime today almost never works. Saying, I will do 20 push-ups at 7 a.m. in my living room actually does. There's also habit stacking, attaching a new habit to one you already do automatically. After I pour my morning coffee, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for. You're using an existing habit as the launch pad for a new one. And finally, environment. Clear argues that your environment shapes your behavior far more than your willpower does. Want to eat healthier? Put fruit on the counter and hide the chips in the back of the cupboard. Design your space so good choices are the obvious choices. Law 2. Make it attractive. Our brains are wired to chase things that feel exciting or rewarding. One trick here is temptation bundling, pairing something you need to do with something you want to do. Only watch your favorite show while on the treadmill, for example.
Clear also talks about the power of social environment. We copy the habits of the people close to us, the crowd around us, and people we admire. If you surround yourself with people for whom your desired habit is already normal, that habit becomes far easier to adopt because now it's tied to belonging. Law 3. Make it easy. This law is about removing friction. The easier a habit is to start, the more likely you are to actually do it. Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. Scale any new habit down until it takes 2 minutes or less. Read before bed becomes read 1 page. Do yoga becomes take out my yoga mat. The goal isn't to complete the habit perfectly, it's just to show up. Once you show up consistently, scaling up becomes natural. He also recommends automating good decisions wherever possible. Automatic savings transfers, meal prepping in advance, setting out your gym clothes the night before. Every bit of friction you remove makes consistency easier. Law 4. Make it satisfying. Here's the problem. Our brains prioritize immediate rewards over long-term ones. Most good habits, eating well, saving money, exercising, don't pay off right away. So Clear suggests adding an immediate small reward right after you complete a habit to trick your brain into associating the behavior with satisfaction now, not just later. Habit tracking is a great tool here too. Something as simple as marking an X on a calendar every day you complete a habit becomes its own reward, visible proof of progress and motivation to not break the chain. And one of the most important rules in the entire book, never miss twice. Missing a habit once is an accident. Missing it twice is the start of a new bad habit. Life happens. You'll skip days. The key isn't perfection, it's fast recovery.
Breaking bad habits. Interestingly, Clear says you can flip all 4 laws to break bad habits instead of build good ones. Make it invisible. Remove the cues. Make it unattractive. Reframe the habit negatively in your mind. Make it difficult. Add friction, like leaving your phone in another room. Make it unsatisfying. Get an accountability partner so there's a real cost to failure. The Goldilocks rule. One more brilliant concept, the Goldilocks rule. We stay motivated when we're working on tasks that are right at the edge of our current ability. Not too easy, not too hard. Too easy, and we get bored. Too hard, and we get discouraged. That just right zone of manageable difficulty is where long-term consistency actually lives. The big picture. At its core, Atomic Habits isn't really about productivity hacks. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't need motivation to keep going because the habit has become part of who you are. So here's the real question this book leaves you with. What's one identity you want to build for yourself? And what's one 2-minute version of a habit you could start today that moves you 1 vote closer to becoming that person? If this summary helped you, let me know in the comments which of the 4 laws you're going to apply first. And don't forget to subscribe for more book breakdowns like this one.